This video is for a Yuji build, FYI, and to get started, let's jump into the stats. Right now I have my stats set to something for Sukuna, which is for another video I have to re-record. So refund our stats. Our priority for Yuji is to get Sparks of Black to make the most out of his curse technique. So let's start off. Let's start off by filling up to get Sparks of Black. Then we're going to get Lock-in, increase Black Flash damage to make the most out of Sparks of Black. Right, that's our base right now. Then we do a basic amount of strength. Basic amount of strength, get some health. And whenever I do a basic amount of health, I always go for status resistance to help out. Now, I always check, okay, do I have enough moves to use? Because you want a good amount of moves for your melee in case, let's say you have simple domain, you're able to use it and still hold your own with your weapon and regular melee. And also, in the off chance your moves are confiscated, you still want to be able to fight well. So, yeah, I do our technique. For Yuji's domain, you get a soul dismantle once every 10 seconds if they miss a quick time event. So to make the most out of it, you want to be able to take your time in the domain. So we're gonna get a barrier mastery. Now it comes to the part where we make the most of everything we have. Now before we finish, we have to realize, all right, what kind of moves we got? Of course, maximum Black Flash, his domain. I'll tell you guys why I have Spatial Pummel. Of course, we have Splice Cannon, and that's it. Basically, full build of Yuji except one extra move, and I'll tell you guys why again. So now, because of this, let me go back. Black Flash. We only need, our goal is to land 3 Black Flashes and build up the Soul Style bar. So we only need 3 focus tokens and we're fine. We also don't have reverse curse technique, so stacking up multiple focus tokens is not necessary. So because of that, we don't need to put anything into extra focus tokens. So we deduce that. So in that instance then, we have 52 remaining. And so I'll also check my moves. Do I have the space for it? Let's see. Shoulder throw, right there. Healing frost circle. Rising kick to hit them away. Actually, that's not necessary. So, another thing to note, I meant not necessary because for a reverse curse technique, you're going to want rising kick because you're able to hit the opponent away and ragdoll them. And in that time, you're able to heal yourself really quick. But since for our Yuji build, you don't have reverse curse technique, you want to focus on landing black flashes. It's not a good idea to just launch them away. You want to keep them as close as possible. So that is why I said rising kicks are unnecessary for the sake of this specific build. So depending on what curse techniques you're using, what build you're doing, because of the curse techniques you're using, as well as what mode you plan to do, whether it's PvE, bosses, ranked, or exchange event, everything, depending on what you're doing and the techniques you're using, uh, which affect which build you're using, affect which moves you want to obtain. So I will put that out there. It's a very situational game. So again, that's why I leave my comments open to any questions you guys have. I have 2 remaining, so let me get Hollow Wicker Basket and let me get this move right here. This move makes their defense lower for a period of time and ragdolls them for a few seconds. And it's also Black Flashable, and then Hollow Wicker Basket, which again, guys, remember, Hollow Wicker Basket and Simple Domains work depending on what domain you are in. It does not work in Unlimited Void. It won't work in Construction's domain because it's based on moves, it's not so much a sure hit. So any domain that relies on moves rather than a sure hit will not be affected by Hollow Wicker Basket or a simple domain. Another example, is Dagon's domain, since it's based on a move and not so much a sure hit like Malevolent Shrine. So continuing on, we have 17 stats remaining, and so we don't need chance because our moves are based off of black flashes and not chance. And so one could suppose we could increase our parry focus. That way we could, whenever we parry, we get some focus bar from that. That way it's more common for us to land black flashes. We want to make the gain of focus bars as easy as possible. That way we could land the 3 black flashes we need to make use of our maximum technique. And so with our armor, I have 3 armors from Calamity, Crown of Azor, Aetheron, Fantasis, Cleanup Crew from Ranked, Enlightenment Beads from Testing. Just if you don't have enlightenment beads, which is most of you guys, just replace enlightenment beads with the highest ring or vow that gives the most curse technique output as much as possible. And then you're gonna want the binding vows because not only do they change their moves, you also get a bunch of health from them for the most part. Some give health, and then let's say, let me go down here. Some give strength, some give technique. So I think Vow of Red Reflection is the one that gives the most technique. And then you have also Harris Beast Hat. I forgot to mention for Heavenly Restrictions, since I didn't have it on the time. You could have this or Eyes of Bloodthirst. Eyes of Bloodthirst, you receive 1.2 times damage, but you deal 1.15 times more damage. Whereas with this, you do 50% damage against mobs, but at least you still get that 100 strength. But keep in mind, you don't get that multiplier, and it goes both ways. So do whatever you want with that information. So continuing forth, I also have Infinity Piercer because the X is a guard break, and it's very cheese method against rushes and tendrils, and then C is a combo extender, just a little long windup. And I have Black Flash Arms and Rough Energy Nature. And that's my build for this Yuji build. And now we'll be going into the actual usage. If you're on TikTok, I will be sending those out in separate videos because I don't want a long video just for this. And so I hope you guys enjoy. The next build I plan to do is Gojo, and then I have to re-record Sukuna because once Yuji came out, there's some moves that are very good to go with Sukuna as well. So I hope you guys enjoy. And before I forget, the reason I have a Spatial Pummel, if you have the Binding Vow, I almost forgot right there. If you have the Binding Vow, Spatial Pummel is very good when you're getting jumped, because let's say you vent, you get out, they're right in front of you or around you, and you're kind of able to scoop them all up, get off me. You send them up in the air, and you're able to use Don't Blink to get back up to them and start a combo on a guy and isolate them for a while. Inevitably, you will be jumped in exchange event, so that's why Spatial Pummel, even though not accurate to Yuji, is good to have to make your life easier in ranked. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and now we will finally get into the actual action. And before I forget, guys, in case you were gonna ask me, oh, is there anything you want to trade? For the most part, I have everything. All I really want to stack up on for future reference and right now are maximum scrolls and domain shards. So I'm willing to trade 49 demon fingers for each because that's the amount they are priced at, base amount. We're able to negotiate, but really 49 demon fingers is what I'm looking for because that's how much they are priced at. So if you're willing to trade a domain shard or a maximum scroll for 49 demon fingers, hit me up in the comments of either TikTok or YouTube, and I'll get to you as quick as possible.
I'm almost.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Why did I? Okay.
Like, yo, how you reached me from up here, bro? No, stop. Why am I emoting?
Oh wait, I'm not even. Oh my god. You know what? Let me go ahead and spin. I got a couple of spins, right? Man, yes
Okay.
I do.
Or don't release. You know, I'll just stay blocking. Why I become a little fucking Sukuna blob? Hmm. I'm lagging. Everything literally just froze. Holy shit. Like, I guess, bro. What the fuck is going on? Shit. Motherfucker. What the fuck?